Good morning, Geek Nation.
I'm Drake the True Snake.
I'm Cain Martin.
And I just woke up. Morning.
Good morning, Cake Drain Nation. Welcome to another episode of I Just Woke Up. It's Tuesday, and you know what that means. It's Top 10 Tuesday. Yesterday on yesterday for Movie Talk Monday, we discussed the upcoming Friday the 13th movie and some awesome details about that. So today I figured we would talk about the top 10 upcoming horror projects that I am most excited about. Other than, of course, the Friday the 13th. If it was on the list, it would probably be like 0, because it's the most excited about that-ness. English. Number 10. The Scream MTV series. That's right, MTV is planning a Scream television show, and it's number 10 on this list because I've really been on the fence about this idea. I am excited to see where it goes and what it's like, but at the same time, a lot of these big horror franchises, and especially slasher franchises like Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, whenever they transition to television, whenever the franchises tried to branch out into television, it didn't really go very well. They kind of flopped, they stunk really bad. And so I'm hoping that this won't happen with Scream. It sounds like the people behind it really are excited about what they're doing and are really trying to bring something classic but new at the same time, staying true to the movies, but also bringing it to this generation and making it really relevant. Number 9. Stephen King's It. That's right, they're making a new feature film based on Stephen King's book, It. Now, I loved the old movie. It was creepy as heck. Tim Curry as the clown was just terrifying. And I think a modern version of that would be really, really creepy if done right. If they really take the time to make it scary. And I mean, it's a big book, and so there's a lot there. And I'm excited to see what new stuff they bring in to this movie. So yeah, looking forward to that. Number 8, the upcoming Goosebumps movie. Who else here is a fan of the old Goosebumps show? You guys? Yeah, that's what I thought. Those were great. I mean, some of them were kind of cheesy. Well, most of them were cheesy, but they were great. Even as an adult, looking back, you're like, that was pretty great. They're funny, and even some of them are really, really creepy. And I think that a Goosebumps movie made in modern day, if it's done right, this is always the determining factor, it will be awesome. I love the fact that Jack Black is playing R.L. Stine. I like the fact that it's about him and about his stories coming to life, rather than just a movie being about one of the stories. Kind of bringing it into the real world. I think as long as it's got that quirky sense of humor, but at the same time the filmmakers really focus on making it creepy and scary, it'll be awesome. And for all ages, for that matter. Number 7, Man in the Dark. Now, if you don't know what this project is, that's okay. It is the next collaboration between Fede Alvarez and Sam Raimi. Now, Fede Alvarez is the director of the latest Evil Dead movie. He also worked on the From Dusk Till Dawn TV series, and he's a new filmmaker, and I'm really impressed with everything that he's done so far. His Evil Dead movie was awesome, and the fact that him and Sam Raimi are teaming up again to take on this new horror thriller, I think it's going to be awesome. A Man in the Dark is about these kind of two-bit crooks that break into this old guy's house and are going to rob him, and he's blind, but they find out that they've actually broken into the house of a crazy psychopath. And so I'm really excited to see where that movie goes. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Number 6 is the newest addition from the Weinsteins into the Halloween franchise. There's not a lot of details about this. I briefly mentioned it on yesterday's episode that it is planned, that the Weinsteins have confirmed they are doing another Halloween movie. I don't think that it's going to be a sequel to the Rob Zombie movies. I think that would be a really big mistake if they tried to make a sequel to his vision of Halloween without having him do it. And I don't think it's going to be a remake. I think it's going to be more like the upcoming Friday the 13th project, where they're just doing a whole new movie, kind of a standalone movie. We'll see. Hopefully it's good, and that they do it right. They pick a filmmaker, a director that can get behind it, that really genuinely cares about the series. So keep your eyes open. Number 5. Speaking of Rob Zombie, number 5 on our list is his next project, his crowd-funded project titled 31. I'm really excited about this movie. I'm a big fan of Rob Zombie. People either love him or they hate him. I love him. I think his vision is really unique, and he's the type of filmmaker that always knows what he wants, and he always sets out to make that happen. And with this being a crowd-funded project completely controlled by him, I think it's going to be really unique and interesting. The plot of 31 revolves around some people that are at this carnival. They get trapped there and are forced to play this sadistic game called Game 31. And it's a Halloween-themed movie, and it's going to have psycho, crazy clown people and a lot of murderness, and Rob Zombie said it's going to be a pretty intense ride. And whenever he says it's intense, it's probably going to be cuckoo nuts. So, really excited for this movie, and all that Rob Zombie has to offer. Number 4. Now, I've been excited about this ever since they first announced it. The Last of Us. This is a movie version of the amazing video game by Naughty Dog from Sony, and it's being produced by Sam Raimi. So I'm really excited about that. I can't remember if there's a director confirmed or not, but regardless, I am excited that Sam Raimi is behind it. And also the director of the game is penning the script. So they've said that it's going to be an interpretation of the events of the game, but that there is going to be a lot that is different. It's going to follow the events of the game, but it's not going to be a step-by-step recreation, which is good because the game is a very cinematic game. If you're a horror fan, whether you're really crazy about zombies, post-apocalyptic stuff or not, I would go check it out. It's not like most zombie things, but at the same time kind of has that Walking Dead feel, where it's more character-driven, more drama-driven, and not just zombies eating brains. You know, it's a really intelligent and really heartfelt story. But the game is very cinematic in its storytelling and its quality. So it's interesting to see how they're going to translate that and what they're going to do differently with the motion picture. Number 3, Guillermo del Toro's Crimson Peak. I'm super excited about this movie because I am a huge fan of Guillermo del Toro's. I love everything that he's done. He's got a very unique style and vision, and I'm excited to see him come back to the horror genre. He got started in the horror genre, and he's done it a little bit throughout. Always in his movies has that element in there. And Crimson Peak is said to be a throwback to kind of old haunted house type movies. It's going to have a classic feel, but it's Del Toro, so things are not always what they seem. He's always got that unique style and that unique vision. I think it's going to be a really interesting and awesome movie, and it stars Tom Hiddleston in it, so people that are fans of Loki should be excited for this movie, alright? Guillermo del Toro all the way. Number 2, Leatherface. That's right, a new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. And it's being produced by Millennium Pictures, again, but it's not a sequel to the Texas Chainsaw 3D movie. It's actually supposed to be a sequel, or not a sequel, I'm sorry, a prequel to Tobe Hooper's movie. With this one, they're taking it back to grassroots here and making a movie that actually depicts Leatherface's teenage years. So I'm really interested to see how this movie pans out. It seems like the trend now for revitalizing these slasher movies is to take them back to their roots. So we'll see how that pans out. And number 1 on the list is Ash vs. the Evil Dead. This is a TV series that is being produced by Sam Raimi, Rob Tappert, and Bruce Campbell. The pilot is being directed by Sam and starring Bruce Campbell once again as Ash Williams. And I don't know how long the TV series is going to be. I know that Starz has ordered 12 episodes, I believe, for the first season. And I'm really excited for this show because it's going to take Evil Dead back to its roots. And even though at first I wasn't crazy about the idea of a TV show, it seems like the big thing now is horror TV series. And now while some are good, some are high quality, like The Walking Dead and American Horror Story. Like I mentioned earlier, whenever these big franchises back in the day tried to branch out on TV, it didn't work out. But I think since it's the original team that's helming it, is really behind it and driving it, it will be good, because it was the original team that was behind the reboot, even though the director was new. But hopefully we'll even see Fede directing some of the new Ash vs. the Evil Dead episodes. Who knows? There's not a whole lot more details about the series other than the fact that it's being made by the original Evil Dead team, and that it's going to be goofy, crazy fun that will definitely be a big nostalgia bomb for all of you Evil Dead fans. I'm a huge Evil Dead fan. It's my favorite horror movie of all time. I know I've said that probably a million times on the channel, but that is why it is number 1 on this top 10 list. Alright guys, well I hope you've enjoyed this top 10 list of 10 horror projects that are coming out in the future that we can all be excited for. Remember to post your feedback in the comments, what you think about all these and what are some things that you are excited about that maybe I missed or don't know about. Also, remember to check out this, well not this week's, but this past weekend's Weekly Slither. We have a new Weekly Slither. I know it's been a while guys, but it's back and be excited for more of that in the future. Be sure to check out Derek W148's channel. He's a good friend of ours and a big awesome member of Cake Drain Nation. And also, if you would like a gaming video tomorrow, I need to know, guys. The first couple videos didn't quite do as well as I wanted them to do, but if you guys want more gaming on the channel, I need your feedback. I really do, because it takes a lot more time to do those, and if I'm doing gaming videos on Wednesday, then I probably won't be doing I Just Woke Up on Wednesday, which I would love to do both, but it doesn't always work out that way. So if you want more gaming, post it in the comments. If you would like no gaming and in favor of the show, post that in the comments. Your feedback is everything, guys. Love you guys. You make Cake Drain happen, and you make us want to do it. So all of our love goes to you guys. Alright? Well, that's it for us here on I Just Woke Up. Peace out, Cake Drain Nation. And remember, Bruce! I'm but the sky.